It's official. You've been A-listed.
Welcome back to A-List Lifestyle Podcast, the place where real stories, real journeys, and real elevation collide. Today, we spotlighting a woman who's rewriting her narrative with a purpose, passion, and power. Alyssa is stepping into a new chapter, carving her lane into marketing and producing, and doing it with the kind of courage that only comes from growth, hard lessons, and choosing herself. Her journey isn't just about a career shift. It's about transformation. It's about discovering her voice. It's about understanding the value she brings to the world, which comes with creativity, personality, and professionalism. From navigating challenges to finding her strength to stepping boldly into the future she's building brick by brick. Alyssa represents this podcast all about evolving, elevating, and owning your story without an apology. So whether you're chasing a dream, healing from a past chapter, or stepping into your next level, her story is about to speak to you. Alyssa, welcome to A-List Lifestyle Podcast. Let's get into it. How are you feeling today? Thank you for being here on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. It's been a good day, so it's a good way to end it.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So for the people meeting you for the first time, how will you describe who you are today?
Man, I would describe myself to be completely real, just a beautiful mess, you know? I've come a long way. I got a long way to go, and it's just been it's a beautiful journey, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So what's one thing about you that most people don't know, but you surprised to learn?
Surprised to learn. Man, I miss make it happen. So you come to me with something and we bring it to life. So, yeah.
I like that. Earlier we spoke about things of how you a big networker and marketer. Does that come by surprise?
You know, I'm just naturally good at putting a spotlight on myself. I don't really know how those skills kind of came, probably because of my past a little bit. But I like to meet new people. You know, I like to create. To create, you need to network, you know?
I like that a lot. I'm a big creator myself. My wife fussed at me because she considers I'm a social butterfly. It doesn't matter what room I go into. I'm going to meet someone just going to the bathroom. Yeah. I'm literally that type of person. Let's dig a little bit into your background in your early life. Where did you grow up, and how was it like for you during your early years?
Yeah, so I'm from California, like a lot of people in Texas. I grew up in I was born in Los Angeles, grew up in San Jose. I came out here in Texas when I was about, how old was I? Like 20? I was 20 years old. You know, growing up, I had like a typical childhood. I feel like I played outside with my friends a lot. You know, moved around a lot. Pretty typical childhood, I feel like. Got into a little bit of trouble. Had a child very young. And then, you know, I came out here and I started a new life. It was not planned, but Texas definitely spoiled me.
So what's a childhood or a teenage experience that shaped you becoming as an adult?
Man, honestly, I would say like switching schools a lot. I feel like that changes people, you know, having to constantly be in a new environment and meet new people. It kind of helps you bounce into new situations, and maybe it helped me with my networking even a little bit, you know?
All right, I'm going to pause here. I want to give a shout out to our sponsor who designed this beautiful chair that I'm sitting in. Shout out to YRS Clothing, my people out there doing beautiful things in the community. Who were some of your biggest influence or role models in your life growing up?
Oh, definitely my grandma's taught me Spanish. You know, that's a life skill right there. You're going to take everywhere. Being in the kitchen, having that escape. I feel like grandmas offer you like that escape from reality and life, and really like shape you and make you feel like it's okay to be who you are. And so I definitely say my grandma's taught me Spanish, fed me, accepted me. Yeah.
Wow, shout out to the grannies.
Shout out to the grandmas.
I show love to my granny a lot, man. Rest her soul. My granny taught me business at a young age. She taught me how to pay bills. She taught me how to save. She taught me how to put money up.
Yeah.
My granny taught me how to take care of my sister, basically. Like, I used to get allowance, and I couldn't spend all my money because she knew my little sister was going to spend all of hers. And I always used to have money for my little sister just when the ice cream truck come. And my granny was like, you get more, but you have to save life more because you have a sister and you're the
Yeah.
big brother. So my granny taught me business in an aspect where how to do things the right way. You know what I'm saying? How not to try to cheat anything and things of that nature. So I take heed to you showing love to your granny. That was very powerful for real.
Yeah.
Now I gotta ask you this: do you use your Spanish though? Do you use it? Because
Oh
you
my
know that's a
gosh.
prop out here in Texas.
You know how much money I made speaking in Spanish? I made a lot of coins in Spanish.
I can respect that. I can respect that. What path did you originally think your life would take?
You know, I always knew I was gonna be on stage somewhere. I didn't know it was gonna happen exactly the way it happened, but just like as a teenager, I always fantasized about performing, making music, just being like the center of attention, all eyes on me. So I didn't really know exactly where that was gonna take me, but I just always seemed to put myself in situations where I'm in the spotlight.
So speaking of spotlight, you have a few things to highlight while we here today, and one of them is a film. Can we talk
Yeah.
about the film that you produce?
Yes, Bethany Rose. It was my student film for Media Tech. The final semester, we have to like make a movie. So I produced my first movie, Bethany Rose. It was a crazy experience. You know, when I first went to Media Tech, I, initially went for music. The film program, it kind of drew me in. And I was just kind of looking just something different, something where I could create, express myself. So I went into the film program and I really didn't know where that was going to take me. My first semester, my second semester, I really didn't know like what it was. But by the time third semester came around, we had to make a movie. And, everybody gets assigned, like a role in the movie. And it's just, I naturally fell into like the producer role. And it was like just very effortless. I brought a lot to the film, made one post on Instagram and got a whole cast. So it was a great experience. And after making that first movie and premiering in Texas theater, like I'm ready for the next one.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I have to challenge you real quick though. Did you make a movie with no budget?
There was not a budget. It was a very collaborative project for sure. I mean, it's a student film, So it was a lot of mistakes were made for sure. Make sure I won't make those mistakes the next one. I was very appreciative of my cast and my crew. We all came together and we made magic.
I highlight you in that. I like challenging my team on doing things with no money, just to show the power of the tools of what you have.
Yeah.
We done shot documentaries. We done shot films. We done shot commercials. We done shot one location things that we done made immaculate content with no budget, not knowing nobody, pulling people off the street. Like I'm talking about just clearly having fun doing creative content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I salute you because it takes a lot to do a 45-minute film in a weekend or in a couple weeks. You get what I mean? And to put it out and then be in a movie theater and, get the love that you got. Like, we proud of you. I'm going to just say that.
Thank
you know what I mean?
Thank you.
How can I say this? Okay. Was there a moment or situation that shifted your direction or opened your eyes to something new?
Yes, definitely. When I decided to walk away from, the strip club, honestly, it was the hardest thing that I had to do because essentially you're like letting go of a whole way of living. But it completely changed my whole life walking away.
You probably won't understand what I'm saying on this. Fresh out of college, I was doing all the strip clubs in the city of Detroit. I was doing photography and videography for the male and the female strip clubs, where I was highlighting their different events throughout the week. Every day in the exotic world, it's a new party or an event going on that matched the things that they're selling, from $2 Tuesday, get poppin' Wednesdays, throwback Thursday, blah, blah, blah Friday. Every day it was a different event going on. And I was the it factor to take the pictures for all the flyers and create all the promo videos because YouTube was popping before it became TikTok, Instagram, and stuff like that back in the day. And nobody believed that the church going, faith based guy I am today, that I was
That's what you
tearing
came
up the
from.
strip clubs in the city.
Yeah.
And I was good people. Like, I just did my work and I went home. You know what I mean? And my wife, it makes her laugh is because when she first met me, we literally was flying to see each other. We did the long distance thing. I lived in Detroit. She lived here. And when my wife come and visit me, I take her to work with me so she can see that I wasn't hollering at the girls.
Right.
And the girls used to come up to her and be like, "Hey, girl, give me a da-da-da-da. How did you pull him? He don't pay us no attention. And everybody done tried to holler, da-da-da-da." And she was just like, "I be myself and I don't be in his face. And I just make sure he have food and look after his clothes and stuff like that."
She's your piece.
Yeah, and they was like, "Yeah, he be in here with us and he chasing that same dollar we chasing. He don't pay us no mind." And it just blew her away that I wasn't in there smashing the ladies in the club. And I was trying to tell her, like, the girls was cool. Like, everybody give a bad rap for the ladies or the guys in the exotic world. And some of them is just getting by to go to their next step.
For sure.
Everybody is not in there on the wrong reason or strung out or on the bad things.
For sure.
So I am somebody that can speak on that world because I was in that world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I had fun. I had respect. We went and did things like all the biggest events or the celebrities and stuff when they come. I was always accepted and was able to go and be a part of the crew because I was the photographer for the it people in the clubs. So I shot you out for even taking the risk to do that. It comes with a lot of back and forth. It comes with a lot of, I would say, territorial type of stuff sometimes. And then being the new person, sometimes it can suck because it's like, now I gotta beef with you or just show you like I'm not here for that. So I take my hat off to you on that as well, even sharing that you was in that world, but you came out of it.
Yeah.
So being in that world and you change your path, what sparked your interest into the marketing and producing space?
You see, that happens so fluidly and naturally. I didn't get out of the strip club industry and think, oh, I'm going to go into marketing or be a producer. It was really like, it was a whole journey for me. All I knew is like, I need to start thinking about something else, you know? I loved, like I said, I love making music. Whenever, you know, at the end of the night, I always find myself in a studio somewhere, you know? And that's why I initially sought out media tech, and I didn't know what was going to come of it, but I just knew something had to come of it. I knew I had to express myself. I knew just that I had to like walk towards a new life. And as I went to school, I told you my third semester came and I fell into the producer role really easily. And then with marketing, I marketed my movie really well. And I just started hearing from like all my, you know, peers and like people around me like, oh, you're good at marketing. Alyssa's good at marketing, you know? And then I got a job at Ox Rideshare. It's a party bus company.
Shout out to Ox.
Shout out to Ox. My boss, he hired me off of a video that went viral of me. And then I initially started with Ox just being like content creator, producer, social media management, and grew into managing like the whole marketing of Ox Rideshare. So I didn't know I was going to go into marketing. I didn't know I was going to become a producer. I just started walking towards a new life, and those qualities just naturally shined out of me.
You just spoke like so much positivity on walking in your faith.
Yeah.
You literally just spoke on that.
You got
So in the midst of walking in new light, you always have challenges. So what challenges did you face stepping into a new industry?
The biggest challenges is not only was I learning so many new skills. I've never touched a camera before, and now it's, you know, cameras are like my life. So it was learning new skills, but what was more hard was unlearning so many bad habits that I picked up in the strip club industry, you know, so many. So yes, that was challenging.
So how do you stay creative, inspired, and sharp in your work?
I would say Collaboration.
Oof.
Collaboration. Because, you bring your creativity, right? And you voice what you want, and then you hear how other people add to it. And then it's just like you guys keep building until you create this beautiful, masterpiece.
I speak this every day. There's so much power in collaborating. I'm showing my peers right now how to build off of their peers that they doing work with every day.
Yeah.
How, create collaboration posts daily, shout somebody out, highlight other people in your industry.
Yes.
Where you can get a like back or a share back.
Support each other.
It is so big. So you speaking your truths right now. Mm-hmm. What's one project or moment in your career so far that made you truly proud?
Project I'm proud of. A project I'm proud of. There's so many. I would say the movie is one of my proudest projects for sure. I didn't know I was capable of producing a movie, and now I know I can do it.
That's fire. When you look at your journey so far, what does growth means to you?
Growth means to me to just continuously like go for it. You have one life, and you have to stop thinking if you're gonna fall and start thinking like, what if you fly? Like,
I like that. And in the midst of you saying that, like, what have you learned about yourself during this transition into your new career?
I am resilient and strong, and I just cannot stay down.
Hard, them affirmations, I hear it. Keep going.
Stay down. I was a certified crasher. I'm not even gonna lie. And I still make mistakes to this day. But it's just like, I refuse to lose, I refuse to fail. I refuse to like stay down. So I don't even really like see people around me. All I like really see in my head is just like the person that I want to be.
I like that a lot. Were there a point where you said to yourself, I really turned things around?
Yes. Yes. The fact that I haven't stripped in a year, I'm about to reach a year. So that to me is, oh my God, 10 years of, dancing. And then now I'm a whole year without it. Like I did it. I found a new life.
That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. And congratulations.
Thank you.
And some people don't, if they not in your shoes, and I'm talking about like females might can understand, but males is kind of like, you have to dumb it down for us. Mm-hmm. People don't understand how that money, that fast money,
oh my gosh,
play with your mind.
You really don't.
And it's like, then you go to do I know, because remember I told you, I've been in that world.
Yeah.
And I was making fast money.
Oh, yeah.
And then slowing down and getting a 9 to 5 or doing something in a corporate way. And now I got to do a net 30. I got to get paid in 30 days or I got to get paid in the net 60 in 60 days or like when I talk certain talk, it's like if you're not even on my level, I'm not finna argue with you is because you don't even know the half. But that fast money, it's almost like that industry is the industry for the women dope game.
Yeah. I would say too, though, I'm really happy that I went through it, though, because now it's like money does not faze me in any type of way. I spent so long chasing it, thinking like my life was revolved around money. And I would wake up to racks, wake up to racks just right next on my pillow, right next to me. But I would be so miserable. I would not be excited to start the day. It was just... there was nothing in me really, I didn't really have like my own personal goals. So it's just now it's like you could put money in my face. It's like, I'm not money hungry. Like, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm not here for your money. I don't want your money.
That.
I'm here because like I want to be here because I like, I'm walking in a new life. So it's like I can't be like moved by money. And I feel like that's like a huge strength that I have now. Everything that I do is genuine. It's not for money.
I like that. I like that a lot. What motivates you to keep pushing even when it gets tough?
My daughter. My daughter definitely. I don't know if you have kids, but you always just want them to live better than you and not deal with the same struggles that you deal with. So I just keep thinking like I just want her to make life as easy as I can for her, provide as many opportunities as I can for her. If my daughter could just wake up every day and think about like what does she want to do versus what does she have to do, I'll be happy.
That's amazing. One time for the daughter, shout out to the kids out there. Shout out to the parents that's putting their children first and looking out for the good things in life. So what inspires your creativity the most? People, music, stories, or life experiences?
Life experiences, for sure, hands down. I feel like God, he uses us. It's a very, very dark world out here, and if we could be a light for somebody, you just never know who's walking around in the darkness, and like you could be that light that they need to walk in their own light.
That is so beautiful. If you can speak to a version of yourself from 5 to 10 years ago, what would you tell her?
Lock in. Lock in with yourself. Quit playing. Decide the person that you want to be and say no to everything that is not that.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
What is something you would want people to truly understand about your journey, the part that no one sees?
It's okay to fail. I would say show yourself grace, and keep going. Keep going.
I like that. Now, how has your definition of happiness changed over the years?
And this year has been the happiest year I've ever been in my whole life, honestly. When you're becoming somebody that you're actually proud of, it brings so much happiness into your life. Even if you are struggling, you could be struggling and still be very, very happy just because you're doing what you want.
What's one thing you're actively healing, improving, or growing through right now?
Like I said, I'm unlearning a lot of bad habits. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes very often. So I'm growing through a lot of bad habits that I've developed over the years. But I've already came so much so far, and I'm gonna keep going.
What's one thing you excited about in the next chapter of your life and your career?
More movies, more music, traveling. Just seeing what other accomplishments I'm gonna make.
Can I throw this out there real quick? Can Let's get a collab with you? Can I get a film collab with you?
Of course.
We got some things under our belt too that we can showcase.
You guys got skills.
I just want to know, can we put that out there? I'm putting that out there to you too now. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it to the world, but can we see that collaboration coming soon?
Of course.
What kind of impact do you hope to make through your work in marketing and producing?
I hope that I can inspire others to live a life that they want to live, to walk in their light, to show their strengths and their talents and put a spotlight on themselves, celebrate yourself and transform. It's never too late to become a whole different person.
I like that. That was dope. You almost got me thinking about my motivation I listened to this morning. Let's close it with this. What's the best piece of life advice you ever received? And can you look right there in that camera and share it?
The best advice that I ever received? I'm gonna have to think about that one for a second. I don't know if I received this for anybody, but it's definitely a life lesson that I've taught myself is, don't take no for an answer. That's something like I've taught myself, and I say it in my head all the time. And it's what pushes me and drives me to get what I want out of this life, because you're going to hear a lot of no's, and the faster you get through them, the quicker you'll get to your yes. So just do not take no for an answer and go live the life that you want.
If it's anybody out here that's interested in following you, supporting your path, being a part of the things that you got going on, is it okay for you to share your social media with them?
Of course. So I'm Alyssa Lit on every social platform, Alyssa period lit. My production company is Limitless Entertainment. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everything. I'm out here. I'm at a lot of events, so you could definitely pull up and meet me in person. And yeah, let's meet each other, be friends.
This has been another podcast with A-List Lifestyle, and we are truly grateful for you to be here with us today.
Thank you.
And we're going to close it out like that. Peace.
Hey. Thank you.
A-List.